Hi everyone. No?
Okay, now it's
Hi
on.
everyone. Welcome to Ooh La La. So I am Dr. Kristen Jacobs, and we have a really fun, what do you call it, a program show today. We're going to be live for the next couple of hours, and the team is going to show you some of the services that we do. We're going to talk about products, we're going to talk about services, but first, Miss Maddie is going to give us a tour because she is the pro tour guide here at Ooh La La. So if you haven't been here before, follow along. She's going to talk all about what we do, who we are, and anything else she wants to throw in there. So take it away, Maddie.
All right, follow me. Okay, so the first room I always take everyone in is our beauty boutique. This is where we carry all of our products that we have here. I always like to start out with our Holy Grail, which is our Skin Medica products. These products are medical grade skincare, and we're very, very fortunate to be able to carry the Skin Medica because Dr. really gets to the root of the problem underneath the skin as well. And I always like to point out we have an amazing before and after picture right up here. As you can see, this is only after 3 months of using our growth factor serum, which really boosts the collagen. And as you can see, I mean, her face is completely changed, filled in those fine lines and wrinkles, really plumped the skin to make a more younger look as well. And when you pair our products as well as services, that just gives you another extra boost, and that really gives you the results that you came here for. And then over here, right over here is our Ideal Protein. The Ideal Protein is run by our amazing Dr. Wise. This is a keto-based diet, medically supervised diet that we offer. Everyone has really great results with this. You would come in for an appointment, talk with Dr. Wise, kind of talk over if you're a candidate for this diet, and then you can come in for weekly weigh-ins just so you have that accountability, because sometimes it's hard to do it by yourself, so having that accountability to come in for weigh-ins is really great as well. We pair that with our amazing supplements as well.
What do you have going on here, Maddie?
So we have so many deals right now, it's pretty crazy. This section is more of our stocking stuffers. We kind of packaged up some options just so you can kind of grab and go, because I mean, Christmas is a crazy time. So it's really easy just to see something packaged and you're like, okay, this is a great option. And you just grab it and you can go. So you're not feeling rushed and you don't have to take so much time picking everything out for everyone. And then we also have this promotion going on. This is buy a Lumivive system and get an HA5 2 ounce for free, which is a crazy deal in my opinion, because the Lumivive is $265, and then you're getting the HA5, which is originally $178 for free. So that is an amazing deal. You want to get in here and get this before they're gone for sure. And then behind us right here is our new promotion that we just started. This is what we're calling our Merry and Bright promotion. So we have our Skin Medica Instant Bright Eye Kit Essential, and it's actually a $170 value, but you're getting it for $88, which is the cost of just the Instant Bright Cream. So in this kit, you will get the Instant Bright Cream, the Instant Bright Eye Masks that you can put on top to kind of boost the brightness and kind of that moisture. And then it also comes with this really cute rose gold sleep mask. And then also, if you spend $270 or more, you actually get this kit for free. And we already have items that are picked out for you that are $275 and up, just so, again, grab and go. So you don't have to keep thinking about what should I get everyone. Grab it and go. Super easy. And then over here, this is our Color Science line that we carry. It's our amazing SPF line, and kind of like our makeup base line that we have here. Everything is completely chemical free, all natural physical ingredients. Everything is reef safe as well, because I know a lot of foreign countries are really being careful with the ocean and everything, and having something reef safe is very important. So not only is it an SPF and kind of like a makeup, but it also treats the skin as well. We have a lot of products for under eyes, treating dark circles, wrinkles, kind of tightening your skin and getting rid of those dark circles. We have a great product for evening your skin tone, kind of getting rid of those dark spots and sunspots that you get in the summer, and as well as our All Calm, which calms redness as well in the skin. And whenever you come in, you're more than welcome to try anything. We have tons of samples, so before you purchase, you can definitely try anything before you purchase that. And then our last product in the Beauty Boutique is our Latisse, which is the prescription grade eyelash growth serum. Anyone who uses this has absolutely amazing results. I mean, within a couple weeks, you're already noticing fuller and longer lashes. And I actually use it as well, and my lashes are very long, as you can see.
And beautiful.
Thank you. All right, that's our Beauty Boutique. We'll continue this way. We are going to head into our before and after room. I always tell all our patients this is one of our most important rooms because this is where we track your progress, so you can see that you're getting the results that you came here for. So we had a professional photographer come in, he set up our whole photo area, and then these women on the pictures all around the room are all patients of ours. We don't want to show you any stock photos. We want to show you actual patients that are getting real results from us as well. So whenever you come in for a consultation, we usually do take before pictures. And then we actually also will take a Vizia. This machine here will take a picture of your face, but it actually takes a picture beneath the surface of the skin. So whatever you can't see on the outside, you get to see on the Vizia. You can see how well you've taken care of your skin or how well you haven't, and then we can help you get to that point as well. All right, that's our before and after room. Okay, so this first hallway here, this is our injectables hallway. This is where we do our Botox, filler, and Kybella. Dr. Jacobs is the #1 injector in the area, and she is actually a master injectable trainer, and she travels around to different states to train other medical professionals to inject as well. We also have 2 other injectors on our staff. We have our nurse practitioner, Claudia, and our nurse, Jill, and they both directly trained with Dr. Jacobs, so they were trained by the best, of course. And then this room here, this is room 2. This is typically where we do our facial treatments. We do our diamond glow facials, chemical peels, any other facial services that we offer. Our skin specialist, China, she's an expert skin specialist. She knows everything you would ever need to know about getting your skin to its absolute best. She usually does our diamond glow facials and our chemical peels, and she's absolutely amazing. This room here is our room 3. This is our laser room. This is where we do our laser hair removal, laser vein removal, as well as laser facial services as well. We do have 3 providers that can provide the laser services. So especially in the busy time when we do laser hair in the winter, we have all of those providers that are able to provide those services so we can get more patients in. And then this room here is room 7. This is more of our bigger injectables room. This is where we typically do our filler, just because you don't want to be cooped up in a really small room when you do filler, just so you can have a little more relaxing and more open time for a kind of a long appointment as well. All right, this room here is our Coolsculpting Room. You can kind of step in here. So Coolsculpting, we're actually one of the top Coolsculpting providers in the area, and we have the Coolsculpting Elite machine, which is the top machine on the market at the moment. And so basically, we'll kind of walk you through kind of what a Coolsculpting appointment would be. We have you come in for a consultation, and we kind of see like if you have the subcutaneous surface fat, and then you'll be a candidate for the Coolsculpting. So basically, we would have you come in, we hook up these handheld attachments to, say you have stubborn subcutaneous belly fat, so we'll hook up those handheld pieces to your stomach, and they actually suction that subcutaneous surface fat into the pieces, and it freezes your fat cells and pretty much kills them and shrinks them, and it kind of is like body contouring without surgery. It's a really amazing procedure. All right, and then our last room I always take everyone to is our Relaxation Lounge. This is where we take patients to kind of just relax and wait for their provider to be ready for them, and we offer water and hot tea just to make them more comfortable as well. And that is ooh la la.
Right, thank you, Maddie. So now we're going to go into room 6, and we are doing microneedling in here. So we have Claudia, who is our nurse practitioner, is doing the treatment, and then Jill, who's been with me going on 10 years, is our nurse, and she's getting the treatment done. So tell us a little bit about microneedling.
So microneedling is an amazing treatment for those who have pretty much any skin concern. So patients who have issues with acne, pore size, oil production, brown spots, redness, even those fine lines and wrinkles, this treatment is great for all of those. So typically what we do is we recommend a series of 3. You'll do one treatment about a month apart, and we bring you back in and do photos and follow and make sure you're on the proper post-care treatment as well.
And your goal is to get this little bit of redness, which is what she has. Jill, do you usually get pretty red?
I do.
Yeah.
I get more red than the average patient,
Yeah.
for sure.
And so she's just a little bit more sensitive, and so she's a little more red. So some people walk out of here, they look like they've just been sun-kissed. But this is really normal. This is what we want to see. This is what is going to stimulate that collagen and help treat all the things that Claudia mentioned. So this is one of our favorite treatments here because, well, does it hurt?
No, all I feel is a tiny bit of pressure. That's it.
Okay.
No pain at all.
So we put topical on, so we numbed up her face a little bit beforehand, and then she doesn't feel it. So it's a great one because I don't like pain. So this is great. It doesn't have pain with it. There's not much downtime. How long do you usually stay red?
So most patients are only about 12 hours. For me, it's more like 24 hours. And then after the redness goes away, usually I'll get a very, very light peeling. Nothing like a chemical peel, just a little bit of flaking, which is great because it's taking off that top layer of dead skin. And then after that passes, you have a really nice glow. This is one of my favorite treatments. Honestly, I've been doing it for years, and I feel like it has totally saved my skin.
Good.
I love to do it in the winter after all the sun damage from the summer. It helps minimize the pores, fine lines and wrinkles, sun damage. The nice thing is it encompasses everything. So when you're hitting every aspect, it really does help your skin a lot.
And you'll get to see, I mean, just so much better results and overall. So when patients come in and they say, you know, this bothers me, and then they start looking at everything else, and this is a really catch-all procedure, I feel like. And that's, like I said, that's why I love it, because it's not much downtime, there's not much pain, and you see such amazing results with it. You have something else? Go.
It also combines really well with a lot of other treatments. We like to especially combine it with our laser treatment. When we combine it with limelight, which is our IPL, it pulls out a lot of that pigment and really leaves a nice glow and evens out the skin tone and texture.
And one of the things that we pair it with the most is PRP, so platelet-rich plasma. What we do is draw your blood, spin it down, and then right now she's using a hyaluronic acid product as the what do you call it? The gliding factor. And so she'll use the PRP, and what it does, it goes down into the little micro holes that we're creating, the controlled injuries, and that will go down deeper and stimulate that collagen even more. So the combination is great because you're going to see better results, but you're also going to have less downtime, which again, that's why I like it, because there's not much anyway, but then you add that PRP to it and it takes that downtime, I think, down to half. I'm usually red a good probably 3 days, and then you add PRP and less than 24 hours of redness for me. Something else that you can do with this is the color science products, and that's what is, in my opinion, one of the best things, because you're going to be a little bit red, but the next day you can put the color science on, you're getting that protection factor, but it's also evening out the skin so people don't see that you've had anything done. And if you're treating the brown spots, like she said, you're going to go with our Even Up, which has the SPF in it, but also the environmental protection. And then if you have more redness, or you're working on even veins, anything like that, you're going to go with more of our All Calm. But this is something that these girls, and well, really anybody on the team, when you come in, we can talk to you about all of this stuff and get the best treatment plan for you. Anything else you want to add?
So typically we'll start with 3 to 6 treatments a month apart, and then after that you can go on a maintenance program where you do this treatment quarterly to help maintain those results, and actually quarterly will continue to improve the results as well.
Okay. You got anything else?
I think we covered everything.
Okay. How long does the treatment take?
Depending on the patient, about 30 to 45 minutes. I've done a treatment on Jill before, so I know what settings to go to, what settings that her skin reacts better to. Sometimes the first time patient, it takes a little bit longer just because you gradually want to increase the intensity for patient comfort as well as skin reaction.
Cool. Okay. So 3 to 6 treatments to start, minimal downtime, no pain, and add PRP, which will help with the downtime. I think that covers everything. And of course, using your Skin Medica and your color science before and after, during, and you'll have better results. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Where are we going? Okay.
Put your goggles on.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
On the table.
We're gonna get goggles. Okay. All right, we're going into the laser room, so we're gonna put some goggles on, everybody. Thank you. Yep. Got it. Okay.
Looking good.
Woo! All right, come on in, and you just knock on the door when you're ready for us. Okay. So now, Maddie, our tour guide, is now our patient. So she's doing laser genesis, which I kind of call it the duct tape of all of our treatments because, if you have redness, it works. If you have large pore size, it works. If you have acne, it works. Helps with anti-aging, so helps with fine lines and wrinkles. So laser genesis is a really fun, easy treatment. As you can see, she's not, crying because it hurts or anything. What does it feel like?
It just feels like heat, like kind of like you're blowing a hair dryer on your face.
Okay.
I don't feel anything whatsoever. It's
Okay.
just a lot of heat.
And it's relaxing.
It
When
is,
people
it
lay
is.
there, a lot of people will fall asleep. Our sons come in and do acne treatments with this, and they're not as relaxed as the ladies who are coming in here because they're afraid it's going to get too hot. But it does. It feels like a little hair dryer on there, and you can see it. This is China. Sorry, I forgot to introduce China. So this is China, and she's doing almost little credit card size areas. She'll heat that skin up, and then she'll move to a different area. What else did I miss, China? What else do we treat?
Pigmentation issues, so acne scarring can be a big issue. This really helps with too. Melasma, sun
So, yeah.
damage, yeah, pretty much everything. Anything you can think of. Yeah.
Right. So it's stimulating collagen as well, and that's what's so nice. So it's going to help to tighten up the skin. I think one of the, maybe you call it a downside with this, is that you really need to have 6 treatments every week or every other week to get that collagen stimulated. When we're doing acne treatment, you can go every couple of weeks. So for those who really don't have the time and really they want it now, we want results now, laser genesis really isn't going to be the thing that you're going to go, oh, please sign me up for that. But if you don't want downtime, because there's absolutely no downtime with this, you'll have a little bit of redness, and if you don't want downtime and you don't want any pain, this is absolutely the treatment for you. So when we're picking a treatment plan, we look at your goals, we look at your lifestyle. So are you going to be outside all the time? We may not do a chemical peel, we may do something else. We look at if you're a smoker, how old you are. We look at all of that. That's your lifestyle. Then we look at and how often you want to come in. I'm a one and done kind of person. I don't want to be in here all the time. It shows because I do the deeper treatments, which we'll get into as we go throughout the day. But some people don't want those deeper treatments and they don't want that downtime, and so these are good. Oh, okay, we've done a laser. We can take our goggles off. So they'll choose something like this. So a little bit longer treatment program, but you will see great results. We've been doing laser genesis since we've had the machine, which has been over or almost 14 years, I think. So it's a really nice treatment. Okay, so now what do we get to do on her?
So next we're doing peel, aluminized peel, just immediately after. Yeah, go ahead and take.
There we
It's
go.
pretty loud. So this is a normal reaction after laser genesis, just a little pink, nothing crazy. It's already starting to go down. So next we're doing aluminized peel. For her, I'm gearing this a little bit more towards acne, little breakouts. So this is going to be perfect. So we're going to start with just a prepping solution here. We do about 2 passes of each.
And we have 3 different levels of peels.
Right.
So this one is your most superficial, and like you said, you like to do it more when we're doing it in combination
Right.
or for acne.
Right, yeah. So not really much downtime with this treatment. Most peels can give you some peeling. This one really is not going to do that. This is more just treating that acne, exfoliating a little bit. It's great to do with the laser genesis, even diamond glows. So really good one. Go ahead and suck in your lips for me.
And the second level would be, this is our Luminize. The second level is our Vitalize. So most people will start off with that one if you've never had a peel before. And the Vitalize is going to give you a little more peeling. Is it getting alcoholic? I can tell you were supposed to. You're like, oh, that smells. But most people will start with the Vitalize if they haven't had a peel. You will have, after 2 days, 3 to 5 days of peeling when you do the Vitalize. And then if you want to go even deeper, we do our Rejuvenized Peel. And that one, again, you'll start peeling a couple days after the peel, but you potentially could peel more like 5 or 7 days. So this is why coming to a clinic that has these amazing and very knowledgeable providers can get you on the right treatment plan for you, and not just stick you on one and leave you on one. We're going to follow it along, and we're going to say, okay, today maybe you'll do an Illuminize and one of our Diamond Glow treatments, which again, we'll see that in a minute. That's what's so fun about this, is you get to see it all today. Not all, we're not going to do pearl. A couple things we won't, we'll still talk about them. But we're going to change up the program as we see fit. And once you start to see results, you're going to say, oh, well, I kind of want to get rid of this brown spot or these lines or something like that. So we'll add some other services in. So it's really important to follow the progress with the photos, like we talked about the photo room, but it's really, really important to have knowledgeable providers so that they are making sure they're tweaking your program as your treatment plan as needed. Okay, so you're doing the actual peel now?
I am, yes.
Okay.
So first pass of the peel here.
And so how does that feel?
Just like she's putting something wet on my face.
Okay, so not really feeling any kind of tingling
No.
or burning or anything
No.
like that.
No.
I haven't had a Luminized Peel in a very long time. Like I said, I usually go with the big guns and do deeper things. But do you normally feel burning with peels?
The best way I can explain it, it's kind of spicy. Like it's a little bit of tingling, maybe some heat. Usually we have a fan too. It really helps with that comfort feeling, but very, very little bit. So these are self-neutralizing peels, so they will just kind of work itself out over time. So
Okay.
not a whole lot. The stronger ones you will feel a little bit more, but this one is really comfortable.
Okay.
Start with.
And you usually recommend a series of 3 starting out.
Right.
Or if it's acne, like is it kind of an every other week thing so that you can get established,
Right.
nip that stuff at the bud and get rid of it, and then you can slow down and do maybe quarterly treatments. The Vitalize, I imagine, like you said, you have a fan, so it's a little bit more spicy. I like that word, spicy.
Right.
Chemical
Yes.
peels are spicy. A lot of people are afraid of peels because, I think chemical peels sounds really
Sounds
scary.
Yes, it does.
And really, we do a lot of these. People absolutely love them. They are very well priced, and when you do them in a series of 3, you get a 10% off with that, and they really give you great results. It's kind of like what we were talking about with the micro pen. It's not as deep, but you definitely can see results with brown spots, redness, fine lines and wrinkles, and then again, that acne. So, all right?
Yep,
Anything
perfect.
else?
No, I mean, just with the stronger peels, if we're dealing with pigmentation, it's a huge, huge one for peels too. So
Okay.
you can treat it again with kind of like laser, we can do whatever we need to.
Mhm.
Okay,
And
so.
while we're in the laser room, we talked about laser genesis. We mentioned limelight, which is an IPL in the other room, but IPLs are great for the winter time because you have all that sun damage in the summer, and then you need to fix it. Now, if you're doing the right products at home, we call it your treatment at home, you won't need as many IPL treatments or that brown spot treatment because you are managing it throughout the year. But this also does laser hair removal. It does our pearl, which the pearl is the down and dirty, the once a year, maybe once every 2 years, where it's going to go the deepest. It's going to give you the best collagen. It goes along with our Ultherapy is the best collagen stimulation, but it's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles. I don't know if you guys oh, laser vein, right. Is there anything else on there?
I think that's it.
That covers everything. So this is a really neat piece of equipment. My kids were really excited when we got this because when they heard laser, they were thinking like, Star Wars. No, it's not like that. I don't know if you can see these, but what we'll do is I'll have you probably run downstairs and get some of those big pictures. So we have some really nice before and after pictures on these types of treatments. So, okay, so we're moving on to the next room. And we are going to be doing Ultherapy, which is, I just sort of mentioned it in there. Okay, so we're doing a brow treatment. And this is one of our favorite brow treatments because it lifts up the brows. Again, I'll have to get my photos. I wasn't prepared. I should have had my photos up here. But Ultherapy is the deepest treatment that we have that's going to stimulate collagen. So I always say, think of your skin in layers. And you have collagen, as we age, our collagen starts to break down and we're not producing as much. And so we have to do things to stimulate collagen. So Maddie mentioned way back in the beginning our growth factors. So our TNS, which are A+, is the newest version of the TNS growth factors. That stimulates collagen. That's your at-home treatment. You have to do it every single day to see that collagen stimulation. Why do you need collagen stimulation? That is what's going to tighten up the skin. So as we age, everything goes down. Your skin starts to get lax, it starts to sag. I don't want sagging skin. Do you want sagging skin? We want to lift it back up. And so the Ultherapy really helps with that. So Jill, tell me about Ultherapy. And we have Corey on the table. Corey was behind the camera a second ago. So this has been a really fun, try to figure out how we can get all these treatments in and video at the same time. So you're going to see everybody moving around. But this is Corey, and Corey's at our front desk most of the time, but you'll see her running around during the day too. And then we've got Jill doing the treatment. And you can see, she's just really a little bit red on Jill's face. It's not terrible at all. It looks like she had a sunburn, which we know she did not. She protects her skin.
I wear sunscreen.
Yes.
So this is Ultherapy, and Ultherapy is for lift. Basically what's happening is we can treat at different depths. It's ultrasound, so we start by scanning and making sure we're in the right depth. Depending on where we need to be, we pick our transducer that we need for that particular patient to create little injuries that will then heal over the course of 6 months. And as they heal, I like to hold this for just a second. I like to explain it to patients as if you can imagine your collagen's kind of loose like this, and then after the treatment, it really tightens up together. So that's what gives you that lift, is by those injuries healing and really tightening that collagen. We can do full face and neck. That's actually our most popular, is to do full face and neck and combine it with our Secret RF. Brow and upper face is also very, very common as well. So on Corey today, we're doing brow, which is basically this area, and it's going to give her a really nice lift. I don't know if they can zoom into your picture over there.
I'm going to have Nicole run and get them. I have them on another thing because it's hard on the camera to see it, but I'll have her do it because my eyes are, there's a before and after. I didn't know I needed a lift until I had Ultherapy.
So for brow, we like to do 2 treatments, and at 6 months is when we retreat. It takes a good 6 months for that collagen to build and get that result. So then at that 6-month point, we can, put more injuries in and boost that collagen again. And then a year after, the result is amazing. For full face and neck, we can also repeat at 6 months as well. We see a really good effect with tightening in the jawline. And we love what it does for the upper face.
And as you said, it's a slower process. So it takes a long time before you actually see the change with it. This treatment, I think everybody should have it. How does it feel, Corey?
It doesn't hurt. It feels like a little bit of precision pointed heat is hitting me. That's about it.
That is a great explanation. This is definitely one that I do think it's a little more uncomfortable. I don't want to call it pain, but I've done this treatment 9 times. We've had the machine for 9 years, and I've done it 9 times. And this last time I got to do it, I did it with Pronox, which is something we brought in, which is laughing gas. and I did not feel a thing. So if you're worried about having some a little bit of intenseness, we can help you by doing Pronox. And I'm telling you, I did not feel a thing, and I giggled the whole time, right, Jill?
She sure did.
So we can add that. Really, you don't need it for the brow treatment because the brow treatment is pretty fast. But when you start getting into the full face and neck, you absolutely do. And then while I'm in here, will you talk about the secret a little bit, because we didn't talk about it in the other room. And I'm gonna pop out and get get some of those photos. So she's gonna talk about the secret RF.
So you saw the microneedling, and we explained the secret as it's our microneedling on steroids. So secret RF goes much deeper than microneedling, and it's also a lot more needles. So microneedling is only 12 little tiny 32 gauge needles. With secret RF, we have more like 64 needles. It also combines a radio frequency energy with it as well, which is heat. So as the needles are going in, it's also delivering heat at the different depths as well. So with the two things combined, you're gonna get a lot more lift, tightening, fine lines and wrinkles, pore size, tone and texture improvement. And we like to take that treatment then and combine it with this. So your secret RF is going to do all of those things, and then you're going to get lift with it as well. When we combine the two, we do both of them on the same day with Pronox so that you're comfortable the whole time. And then you come back in a month for secret, and then another month after that for your third secret RF. And the combo of the two is the way to go. You can take the results from your secret and really improve it when you add the Ultherapy.
And so, did she bring all of them up? Okay, cool. When you think about, in fact, if you guys just like switch over here, and I'll just go through this real quick. Even if you can't see the photos, I have all the photos. But when you think about the aging process, you have to think of what's happening first, and then how can we fix it. So I mentioned collagen stimulation, that we need to do that because our collagen's breaking down. Our hyaluronic acid, which is what hydrates our skin and our skin cells, that starts breaking down. Your muscle mass breaks down. Your bone mass breaks down. So you've heard of osteoporosis before. You don't really think of that happening in your face, but that actually is happening. And then your fat pads in your face are all breaking down. So that's what's happening, is everything is going south, as I say. So how do you treat it? Well, I came up with an easy way to think about it, and it's called Skin Plus Body. So those of you who don't know me, I'm going to show you this too. Is I wrote a book, and I put all of this information, and pretty much everything we're talking about today is in the book, and you can get it on our website, but it's a really nice informational book, not very overwhelming, breaks it all down. But to simplify, we always say start with skincare. So skincare means the Skin Medica products that we talked about in the beginning. It means our color science products. So if you did one thing for your skin, getting one of the the color science SPF, but also environmental protection products would be what you want to do. Because the #1 product for anti-aging, or as I like to call it, healthy aging, is a sunscreen. But then you get into all the different sunscreens. So you need a physical sunscreen. So that's a whole nother video, and we'll talk about that at some point. But a physical sunscreen is what you need. That's the first thing you need. So then we've been talking about collagen stimulation. And actually, China, I'll take that pearl photo. Or that too, secret, yep, but Tracy's pearl photo. But collagen stimulation is our next step. Okay, so we've talked about microneedling, we talked about our laser genesis, we talked about our Ultherapy, and we've talked about our pearl even. So there are a lot of different ways to stimulate collagen, and as I said, if you think of your skin in layers, then you know, okay, my chemical peels are going to be this top layer, and my Ultherapy and my secret are going to be this lower level. So this is a great, see if you can, I'll do one at a time. This is a great before and after of secret. So if you look at her neck, and then you can see how much tightening has happened. You can also just take a look around the corners of her mouth and her nasal labia folds, and she really has such an amazing lift to her skin. What we like about collagen stimulation is it is a slow process. So people are so afraid of what they're gonna look like, and they don't wanna look crazy. And I don't wanna look crazy either, because you don't wanna look like you've had anything done. So collagen stimulation is a great way to slow the process down and to do it slowly and very naturally. Now, I mentioned Pearl a little bit ago. This picture is just my favorite. When you look at her before photo, she looks tired, she looks older, she just looks tired. She's like, oh my gosh, this is how she felt too. She's one of my book models. And then when you look at her after photo, this was after the Pearl. She also had some filler, so you can tell a little bit in her lips here, but she has little small lips, so we don't want to go crazy with lips. But she had a little filler in her cheeks too, so she has a nice lift. This is skincare as well, so she was on our TNS, and of course all of the Color Science products, which she loves. And I can't remember if she was on like Terra and HA5 as well, but I do think she was. So this is an amazing before and after photo, and the way she feels about herself is amazing. And when you look at her after photo, I mean, she still looks her age. She doesn't look crazy. She doesn't look like she's had anything like wild and crazy done. She looks very natural, and that's what we want here. We want to be very, very natural. Okay, so then let me move to injectables, which we're going to move into Botox in just a second. But our third step would be injectables. That includes Kybella, which helps the undersurface of the chin. That includes our Botox, which we're going to talk about in just a second, and filler. And we're not doing filler today, but we should have a filler video up sometime today so you can see what is going on there. And then nutrition, which Maddie had mentioned earlier, is that we have our medical grade supplements, we have weight loss, and that's where Dr. Wise comes in. And then our body treatments of Coolsculpting, which we mentioned earlier too. So this simplifies it, and then once you figure out what you need, what your goals are, then we can put them into categories for you, and we can create this treatment plan for you. So now we're gonna move into our Botox room. Go on, I think she's in here. Okay, not yet.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so if you've ever been to our clinic, you should know Nicole.
Hi.
So Nicole's also been with me about 10 years now, and so we're doing her underarms. So if
One of my favorite treatments.
so if you sweat a lot, this is an amazing treatment to do because it's going to decrease the sweating. I literally have not worn deodorant in 6 years. Probably, sorry, she's concentrating. I turned to her because she knows all my treatment plans. So this is I bet you weren't thinking you were going to see this today. Typically we're doing Botox in the face, but this is a really cool treatment that helps people. It actually changes lives. I mean, people.
It changed my life.
Changed your life? Okay, can you talk and do it?
I
Okay.
can.
Okay,
yeah.
tell me all about it.
Sorry. I won't sugarcoat it. It's not the most comfortable thing.
Is it spicy like chemical peels?
It's just like a little bee sting. I don't feel every poke, but you know, it's not the most. That's why we ice. It helps kind of numb it. Takes the discomfort a little bit, but I'm kind of a baby, and it's a sensitive area, but it really has changed. It's so worth it. It's really made a huge difference. You know, I personally tend to still put deodorant on just because I like it's good smelly, you know, florally deodorant stuff. But you know, it really makes a huge difference. You know, wearing clothes, especially in the summer and stuff like that too. And I tend to sweat if I'm running around, and you know.
So there are people who, when it's like they're getting up on stage and they start to sweat, and those are the people that this helps tremendously too. I mean, as I said, it really is life-changing when you're not worried about what your underarms look like when you're up presenting. And I have several patients that come in and have, again, sent me text messages or send me messages saying, thank you so much for doing this. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, on the face, we typically will do Botox in this area. I call it angry eyes. And of course, I don't have any angry eyes because I have Botox. And then we do on the forehead, and we do our crow's feet. So those are the three main areas, but we also do some down in the chin. We'll do the bunny lines, we'll do on the lips. So for the lip lines, I think the cool kids call it lip flip, and they'll call it, hey, do you guys do lip flip? Yes, we've been doing lip flip for 14 years, as long as I've been doing the Botox. So the younger kids put a name to it. So what that means is really what it's going to do is it's going to flip those lips up. So it's almost like you have a little filler in your lips. It makes it look that nice, and obviously filler is going to give it a little bit more oomph to it. So those are the main areas that we do Botox. Botox will last about 3 months. You do it last 3 months. You do it 4 times a year. As she said, you feel it a little bit, but it's so worth it. And I'm the biggest baby.
Yeah, we're already done. It's
she's
fast, it's quick, and the nice thing is too, it lasts
Yes.
about 9 months is really where I feel like I get the longevity of it.
In the underarms,
Yes.
you get anywhere from 6 to 9 months, and even up to a year for some people.
For the
face
area.
is a little different, but
Yeah.
you do a lot more Botox in the underarms,
Right.
and so that's why it does last a little bit longer.
Yeah,
So-
but see, now the pain is over. It's just not too bad. Just felt a few pokes, and now I'm just kind of icing just to finish. So
Okay, she's also telling me where I need to go. So where am I going next?
you'll go back to 2.
Back to 2. Okay, here we go. We're going back to 2. Thank you, Nicole.
Bye.
Okay, where's 2? Right there. This is 2. Okay. Okay. We're back to Corey again. And we are back with China and Corey. And so you finished your Ultherapy, and how'd you do?
Fine. I was just telling her it makes my back tickle when I get it. It doesn't hurt. It hurts a little, but I think that is a response that my body's like, you should get off the table now. They're trying to hurt you.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
right. But
doesn't
not
hurt at all.
good. How do you feel right now? Can you even tell you had anything done?
No.
Okay. And that's
like anything.
right. And that's the point. There's really once it's done, it's done. So like we said, a little bit uncomfortable, but once it's done, it's done. There's no downtime with Ultherapy. You may have a little bit of swelling, but if people don't know you, they're not going to know that you had anything done. So that's what's nice about Ultherapy. So now we're going to do, I think, I say this probably, maybe I haven't said it enough today, but my favorite treatment, Diamond Glow.
Yes.
So let's talk about Diamond Glow.
Yeah, so Diamond Glow is a 3-in-1 treatment. It happens all at the same time. So there's little diamond tips here to exfoliate the dead skin. So it's just gonna basically just slough off the top layer of dead skin. It has a vacuum for extraction. So any kind of oil buildup, product buildup in your skin is gonna pull all of that out. And then we're infusing a serum into your skin all at the same time. So we can treat a bunch of different things with your skin. Right now I'm doing a hydrating serum on Corey. That's probably our most popular serum to do, especially during this time of year. So right over here.
And it's nice because you get your neck treated as well. And a lot of times we forget about our necks. And when you're doing your product at home, you have to make sure that you're getting your face, you're getting your neck, and you're getting your décolleté, and you're getting the backs of your hands. Because that's where we see all of the aging. So you want to make sure that you're treating all of that. When we did Jill's microneedling, she only did her face today, but she could do another whole treatment and do her neck. Secret is awesome because you're doing full face and neck. Well, therapy is full face and neck. So again, there's different ways that we do things. Diamond Glow is the least invasive, but you get such great results with it. When she's done and she walks out of here, her skin is going to feel amazing. And it's smooth. And add a dermaplane to it.
Oh,
It
yes.
takes the hair off. So talk about dermaplaning for a second.
Yeah, so dermaplaning is another exfoliating treatment, but it gets rid of the peach fuzz and the hair off as well. So we are doing kind of a double exfoliation when we do dermaplane before the Diamond Glow, but it feels incredible. So your products are going to penetrate further at home. They just work better, and that's definitely a favorite in the office for sure.
So with Diamond Glow, you can add dermaplaning first. You could do chemical peel after.
Right.
You could do laser genesis. You could do limelight.
Right.
And actually, you could do limelight and then 2 weeks later do diamond glow to help, or same thing with chemical peels to help get the dead skin cells off.
Micropen.
Micropen. I mean, so the combo is great. We haven't talked about memberships yet, and what I love about the treatment planning is that we can create a membership for you. And memberships were started, I think, 6-7 years ago with the TNS, because the TNS is something that people will buy, but they may not stay on it. But they have to stay on it to see the change. It takes a long time to see change. It's not an instant fix. There's nothing out there. We snap our fingers and you just look way younger. So think of it like brushing your teeth. You have to brush your teeth to get rid of the cavity or to keep the cavities away. So using the TNS is a way to stimulate that collagen, tighten up that skin, and you have to use it every day to see results. So we started the membership with that. We'll ship the product to you. It's super convenient. It gives you a discount on your product, and so patients will stay on it. They will have the better results because it's just being shipped directly to their door. So then we started with our Botox membership, and that actually was one of my patients said, hey, can I just give you some money every month for my Botox? Because it's just easier to pay monthly in a membership, a subscription if you want to call it that. And it keeps you more regular. If you're regular doing these kinds of treatments, you're going to see better results. So in a minute, I'll find my photos, because looking at how my skin has changed from 2010 to now, I feel like my skin looks way better. And I'll let you guys be the judge, but you definitely, I'm maintaining. And what I do personally is I do Ultherapy every year. I've done Pearl a couple of times, but mainly Ultherapy, and then since we've had Secret, I'll do the Secret treatments. And then I try to come in monthly for Diamond Glow, but I don't always do that. But when I'm like, oh, my skin just needs a little, pep up, that's what I do. So we do now memberships for Diamond Glow, so monthly you can see a change. And even if you just did Diamond Glow and some at-home treatments, your skin will be more hydrated, your fine lines and wrinkles will improve, even the color of your skin will improve. Again, it takes a little longer, it's a little more superficial, so it's not going to be as fast as our Secret Results or Limelight or something like that. So how does it feel, Corey?
Feels great. It's like
Very
just getting,
relaxing.
I take good care of my skin working here where I have access to great products, but when you get the Diamond Glow, it's just all that extra you cannot get on your own.
And so it exfoliates, extracts, and then infuses. So that's what's so great about it, is it's a 3-in-1 treatment, and like I said, your skin just feels amazing afterwards.
And that TNS serum, they put into this machine as well. So to give you an extra anti-aging boost, vitamin C serum, brightening serum, pore clarifying, acne,
Okay.
whatever you
Can
need.
you get my photos, please? Acne, you mentioned acne. This is definitely one of our favorite, along with the laser genesis acne treatments.
Right.
So what's it doing? It's cleaning up the skin, but what else is it doing for us?
Right. So big thing is just getting that good exfoliation and the extraction. Sometimes I'll do some manual extractions if I need to. But the serum we use has a little bit of salicylic acid in there, so we can calm down the inflammation, kill any bacteria, really get down into the skin. This is completely customized to each patient as well. So depending on the exfoliation level you need is what we will kind of decide on and change each month.
Okay.
So one of our followers is asking how much does the Diamond Glow treatment cost that she's doing right now?
So the Diamond Glow is $200 for the treatment, and then when you do it in a membership, or if you're in a membership, I should say, you can get 10% off of that. But what we've recently done is we've done a skincare treatment membership. Is that what we call it?
Skin rejuvenation.
Skin rejuvenation, something like that. And what you can get is you can choose several different options for $200 a month, and you can get Diamond Glow and Dermaplaning, like we talked about. Diamond Glow and I think a chemical peel is another option.
Yeah.
So what we want to see your skin change. So we put together these combos so that we see this change and you see the results. The last thing on earth I want is for people to come in here and spend money on something and then not keep up with it, and then I feel like you're wasting money. So we try to make it as affordable as possible, make the results, we have to have results, and we want to do what's best for you. So a lot of people are afraid to come in because they think they can't afford it, but really we can make any budget work. So if you thought, oh, you know, $200 is just too much, I don't want to spend that a month, that's fine. You could do Diamond Glow every other month, and that takes your price down a little bit. You could do chemical peels, a series of 3 chemical peels. I'm really bad with pricing. Is what? I can't remember.
It depends on the peel.
304. So a Vitalize, yeah.
170, 200.
Yeah.
For the stronger ones.
Yeah. So see, I can't add either. Luckily, I can inject because I can't add and I can't tell you pricing. But that's what today is all about. Is that if you go to our website, if you're not a member but you want to try something out, you actually can get member pricing. And we are so thankful for our members. So if there's anybody out there, you know, watching that is a member, like, you guys make our world go round. So thank you very much. And we you know, appreciate just being a part of the family, but this is a way for people to try this without having to, you know, join, because I know a lot of people are worried, like, I don't want to spend that money, I don't know if I'm going to see change, I don't know, I'm going to look crazy, as I mentioned that earlier. And we really want you to have the best results, so I'm not going to let you look crazy, I promise. So we found my photos. I'm going to come over here, see if this helps you guys. So this is 2010, and where, you see that okay, you think? So what I want you to focus on is these outer lines. Now again, this is 11 years ago, okay? So back then, we didn't have a lot of this stuff, and all I thought is, oh, I want filler, but filler is not the right thing for that. So what I did is I started the growth factor serum, the TNS. At that time, it was the TNS Essential Serum, and in 2013, you can see such a huge difference in those lines. They're still there, but they're way better. And the reason I took this photo is because there was a new product called Lightera that came out, which is supposed to lighten and brighten the skin. So, you know, being the good patient that I am, 3 years later, I took my after photos, and we don't let that happen for our real patients. And I about fell out of my chair, and I'll never forget, because Nicole and I are looking at that and like, whoa, wait a minute, take a look at this. And it's, I mean, it really changed the way I look. Skincare. That's it. Now, I have Botox through all of these photos, but this was TNS Essential Serum. No filler, nothing like that. So now, take a look between 2013 and 2015, and you can see the difference in the color of my skin. That's the Lightera. So I'm very red, which I'm normally a red kind of person anyway, but my skin is evened out and just looks way better. You look, take a look at my lashes as well. So 2010, and then, you know, cruise on down to these, and you can see the difference in my lashes. That's Latisse. So I love having these. These are hanging all over our treatment rooms because I'm a real person. I have real problems. I'm getting old, people, and I want to do everything I can to maintain. So now let's cruise on down to 2015. I actually have a little bit of filler, but it's 9 months old. Now, 2020. So this was last year. Take a look at my lips. When I talked about the aging process and I talked about how everything goes south, well, guess what? Your lips go away too. So when I saw this picture, I realized, oh, I need lips. So you can see in 2021 that I got lips earlier this year. They're still maintaining, I think.
Definitely.
And it's been 6 months, 7 months, something like that. So we usually recommend lips every 6 to 9 months. So Miss Claudia will be doing my lips very soon, because I think once you see a little, you want a little more, but we won't let you go too crazy. So the other thing you can see is just take a look at my skin throughout the years. It's just clear, it's better. This is 11 years later. Now, I still look at this picture and say, man, I need more. So that's why I come in and do the secret in Ultherapy. I just did Ultherapy a couple weeks ago. And so we're waiting. I'm not going to do any filler in cheeks or anything like that, because I want to see exactly what the Ultherapy is going to do. So anyway, so this is my progression. You can see this in our office, probably even on our website. But I think it really shows, again, a real person in the aging process and how we're slowing it down, healthy aging. Okay, we're moving on. Thank you, Corey, China. Okay, so we're doing this way. Okay, so we're doing Therapy now. And we have Dr. Wise on the table. Our new star. And this is the first time you've had Therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked about collagen stimulation. If you have not figured out you need collagen stimulation after watching all this, and I'm sure you've all been on here for 2 hours, but you figured out you need collagen stimulation, and there are many different ways to do it. What we love about Thermi is that 1, it doesn't hurt at all. 2, there's absolutely no downtime. And 3, the results are pretty incredible. We really focus on eyes and around the mouth. And the it's targeting fine lines and wrinkles, so it's thickening up that skin, and it helps with dark circles because your skin is getting better and tightening up. So I'm going to turn it over to my expert Jill, talk about Thermi a little bit.
So it's radio frequency heat that's going under the skin, and that's how it's going to help build the collagen. This is a treatment that is done closer together. So there's so many that we tell you is once a month. You come in every 4 weeks. This one's every 2 weeks. And we start with a series of 6. So in the beginning, we see quite a bit of you that first, every 2 weeks for 6 treatments. And then after that, for maintenance, we can go to monthly treatments. The beauty of this one is, which we're like 6 minutes in, we'll do about 10 minutes on this eye. And I don't know if you want to zoom in just to show them that he's just barely pink around the eye area. That'll be gone in the next 15 minutes. Typically before you leave the office, we put product and color science on you to cover that redness, so there's literally no downtime at all. But it's gonna focus on the fine lines and wrinkles, and actually you'll see a little bit of a lift with the brow with this one, as well as it tightens that collagen. It's also a good one to combine with other treatments, and this can pretty much be combined with almost everything that we do. The treatments are pretty quick. I know I said every 2 weeks. You're only here for about 30 minutes. And we typically do eyes or mouth, or eyes and mouth. Most patients go ahead and, if they came in for eyes, they end up adding mouth on because they're on the table. Why not go ahead and do both while they're here?
Cool. Okay. I think, so how do you feel? What does it feel to you?
Just like a warm pen, or maybe a pen like a roller. A warm roller going around my eye, just relaxing. So,
Relaxing is what most patients say. Like, they come in for this treatment just thinking they're going to close their eyes and relax,
So what he's saying, he's not getting up.
No,
And if we leave the room,
then
no, you should. He hasn't done Diamond Glow. I keep telling him he needs to do Diamond Glow. He should be taking advantage of these treatments too. These perks. Yeah. So, okay. So we're gonna head now to our Coolsculpting Room, and China's gonna talk about Coolsculpting. I know Maddie mentioned it a little bit, but China's gonna go into great detail. And while she's getting ready, we have, you can find most of this information on our website, but we also have a YouTube channel, and there are, I don't even know, hundreds of videos of all of these treatments, and we actually have a Coolsculpting, it's like a 15-minute consultation one too, which we'll add into this as well. But I know we're putting a lot of videos up on Instagram and on Facebook today so that you can go watch them later. But I would love to tell you what our YouTube channel is, but I will tell you later because I have it written down, and Nicole's bringing it to me. So but you can find all this information and watch all these videos. And I had a really nice compliment earlier today. One of my patients said, she didn't even know we were doing this today, and she's like, I just love your videos. I learned so much from them. So that's really what this is about, is just educating, and that's what we're all about, is we want to let you know what's out there, what your options are. Again, goes back to those goals, lifestyle, budget, and we can create any kind of a treatment plan to help you. And think of this as healthy aging and slowing down the process. You're never going to stop the process. We don't want to stop the process. I think that means you're dead, so we don't want to do that. We just want to be as healthy as we possibly can. And starting with that physical sunblock is where you start. So now we'll talk about body treatments, because anybody that says your vein that does any kind of, you know, cosmetic or aesthetic treatments, you know, and people are afraid to come in because, you know, they think, oh, what's everybody gonna think? What are my neighbors gonna think? Well, you know what, who cares? If you feel good about you, that's what's the most important thing. So body contouring is something that we actually do a ton of it. We've had the machine 10 years. They just had the upgrade with the Coolsculpting Elite. So this is the best treatment, best machine on the market right now. We have done, I know, over 6,000 treatments. Every time they switch their system, they don't really tell us how many. So I know it's over 6,000 because that was last year. And it's definitely one of the treatments that our patients are the happiest because they see such great change. Now, talk about who's a candidate for it first, okay?
Right, yeah, so what this
If
is...
you want to take your mask off, I'll stand over
Oh,
here,
sure.
and that way they can hear you better.
Hear me better, for
Yes.
sure. So what this is, it is a fat reduction treatment. So it kind of depends on the person. We have to do a consultation. I need to see you to see what kind of treatment you need, how many treatments you need to get you the best results. So candidates, the best way I can explain it, if I can pinch it, I can treat it, basically. So abdomen's a very, very common area. Even the flanks here, kind of like that typical bra fat. These areas you really feel a huge difference in your clothes after treatment as well. So outer thighs, inner thighs is a common one as well. We can even treat like the little double chin here if there is enough kind of subcutaneous fat to treat there as well. So tons of different areas, but it does completely depend on the person. So over here, you can kind of see all of the hand pieces that we use. So it depends on the area, how much we have to treat. This is probably our most common hand piece here. Usually like upper and lower abdomen is one of the most common. So the best part about Coolsculpting is there's really no downtime with it either. So it does take a couple months to see the max results with your treatment. Usually 2 treatments spaced 30 days apart is where we'll start with your treatment plan. But 3 months afterwards is going to be your max results. So looking at a 20 to 30% deficit in the fat cells that we treat. So very, very comfortable. Our patients can go straight to work right the next day. Maybe have a little bit of numbness, a little bit of swelling afterwards, but that's really about it for the treatment. So it's very, very comfortable.
And one of the benefits of the Elite is you can dual sculpt.
Right, yeah. So we can, each hand piece sits for about 35 to 45 minutes depending on which one we use. So when we can do 2 different areas at the same time, we cut down on your time in office to do the treatment. So I think we even have some patients that come in between work to do it and just go straight back to work afterwards. So very comfortable. My personal favorite. I've done my mother with this treatment too. So very, very awesome. Yeah, so.
Talk about all the different areas you can do.
Yeah, so chin here, upper and lower abdomen is very common. I like to split up the back into 2 areas as well. So the top is going to be like the typical bra fat area, and then the lower flank area. Outer thighs, inner thighs, even underarms too is a really common one too. So again, if I can pinch it, we can treat it, basically.
Did you say inner thighs?
Yes.
You said inner thighs, okay.
Yes.
And then when do you start to see results?
So you will start to see results even a couple of weeks after your first treatment, but you will come in for a second treatment just 30 days after your first one. So 3 months after your last treatment is going to be max results at that point. And then we kind of go from there. Decide if we need another treatment, see what kind of reduction you have, but you see reduction pretty quickly throughout that process.
And once your fat is gone, but we're not getting rid of all of our fat. So explain that.
Right, so we all produce a certain amount of fat cells in our body. Those will expand and contract as we gain and lose weight. But with Coolsculpting, we're actually getting rid of the fat cells. So, I mean, normal weight fluctuation can happen, but you're left with less fat cells in the area. So that's why it's so nice for the abdomen, especially in us women. We just kind of hold it in these areas too. So it really contours the body and the areas that you want. So you're not losing weight by any means, but we are losing inches in the area we're treating. So that's what's so nice about it.
I had another question, but I forgot. I think you covered everything very well. Can you think of anything else, either of you guys?
Just like typically, what do patients feel afterward? Like after the treatment, like a few days after, even up to maybe like
Yeah.
after?
Yeah, so during the treatment, you actually go numb throughout it because it's really cold. So you will go numb through the treatment, don't feel much. We do a 2-minute vigorous massage on the area afterwards. That's probably the most uncomfortable part. Kind of feels like pinching on a bruise. But when it's over, it's over. So that's probably the most uncomfortable part during treatment. Afterwards, you can have some numbness for a couple weeks. Most of our patients will say they've had some numbness, but that feeling comes back after a couple weeks. So normal to have a little swelling immediately after the treatment. Kind of feels like, especially if you do it on the abdomen, like you did like 1,000 crunches, just a little bit of soreness, and that's really about it. About 2. So then you'll be coming back for your second treatment and just start the whole process over.
And some people like to wear the compression garments after, some Spanx or something like that. Some people don't like that. But when I had it done 10 years ago, I liked to have that compression on there. It just made it, it felt better. I haven't had the Elite because it's newer, but the old machine worked spectacularly well as well. So I can't speak to this one for sure. But like I said, our patients are very happy. Now, there are some patients that it just doesn't work in, and it's not like I can point you out and say that you're gonna work, you're not gonna work. So that's why coming into a clinic that is has people like China who are experts can walk you through, go through everything, talk about all the things that need to happen, can happen, all that stuff. You want to go to a very reputable clinic. You don't want to just go to the cheapest one. You don't want to go to one that your friends saw down at the gas station or whatever. Not that there are any out there. I hope not anyway. But you really want to go to a clinic who has the experience with it, because I always say the good news is it works. The bad news is it works. So if the handpieces are not placed on your abdomen the right way, then you can have what we call divots. And way back in the day, it was we had different hand pieces and we did it differently. I mean, it's a really pretty amazing how much this has progressed. But you potentially could see that. So you really have to go with somebody who is an expert and knows what's up. So anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, it's still Elite is the same great technology as the original Coolsculpting machine. We have noticed these hand pieces, they just kind of fit to the body a little bit better. So we've been very happy with results so far with Elite. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we're gonna go back to my injectable room, and I'm gonna show you a few before and after photos.
Thanks, China.
Yeah.
All right, come on in. So let's talk about the aging process. I've been talking about it all day, but this is what happens as we age. Obviously, we've got young, beautiful, and we still have beautiful. We just have some aging going on. So what is happening is her eye socket's actually getting a little wider because, as I said, the bone's breaking down. Her muscles are thinning. Her fat pads under here are drooping. And so everything is coming in this way, which creates under eye hollows, nasolabial folds, marionettes, and you can also see the difference in her lips, which you saw with my photos. So the first thing I'm going to recommend to this patient is getting her on a very quality skincare line, which would be Medica and our Color Science. And then the next step with her is I'm going to recommend her collagen stimulation. That's going to help with the texture of her skin. It's also going to lift, which I forgot to mention, your jawline comes down. And actually, she looks pretty darn good in my opinion. But our jawline starts to sag. So collagen stimulation is the next step. I probably would say, hey, if you can do Ultherapy and Secret RF, you're going to see the best results. So let's start there. Then I would recommend a little bit of cheek filler. Everybody comes in the office and says, this is what bothers me. But you have to understand that all of this is falling. So if you were to put filler here, you're gonna be more full here. We don't want that. We wanna put filler back here so that it's lifting and pulling, taking you back to this. Now, obviously, we're never gonna go back to that. We don't wanna go back to that. We just wanna soften what's going on this face. So I really like this one. I feel like it gives you, we all know what's happening, but to see it side by side, it's scary, and we want to do what we can to fix it. This one is a pearl photo, and I think think she did Botox too, and I apologize because I can't remember. I can't remember. Imagine that. Everything. But you can clearly see her brown spots are improved. Just the overall color of her skin has improved tremendously. When she came, and she's also a book model, all of these girls that we'll be talking about are book models. When she came in, I just remember Nicole and I were like, oh, look at the makeup she has on, because she would put makeup on to cover all of this up. And in the book, it tells how she feels like she was able to take her mask off and that she could go out of her house without wearing makeup, which is a pretty incredible thing if any of you understand what that means. And I hear this all the time, that when you have the right skincare and you're doing the right things, you don't have to wear as much makeup. You're not trying to cover anything up. You're really happy with your beautiful, healthy skin. So we love these photos. Now this one, this is my friend Vicky, and it's a pretty funny story because we did CrossFit together, and she obviously has some sun damage and she has some fine lines. And so I said, hey Vicky, you want to be one of my book models? Because at this point, I didn't think anybody was going to do the book model thing. She said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. So when we did the event, we had all of the gals in the room and kind of doing what we're doing now, just talking about all the treatments, talking about all the products, and trying to get the bottom line of what are your 3 main goals? What do we want to do? What do we want to change? And so Vicky came up to me after and she said, listen, this is way out of my comfort zone. I'm terrified. Which is what so many people are. They're just afraid of what they're gonna look like, what's gonna happen, is it gonna hurt, what's the downtime? And so I said, Vicky, I will not do anything that makes you uncomfortable. She needs the pearl, but there was no way I was getting her to do that. So I said, this is great. This kind of changed the way I decided to do my book. In the beginning, I thought, oh, we're gonna hit everybody as hard as we can. We're gonna do the pearl and filler and Botox. We're just gonna do it all. That's not reality. Reality is people come in and they're terrified. They want to start slow. They only need a few things to, make them feel a little bit better, make their skin look a little better. So with Vicky, we actually, back then we used Hydrafacial because we didn't have Diamond Glow, but it's a very similar machine. I brought Diamond Glow in because it's more medical. It gives you a better treatment. So I got rid of the Hydrafacial, but these are Hydrafacial Results. We did Pep Up, which is a color science anti-aging product. We did Total Protection. So all we did was 3 Hydrafacials, Pep Up for 90 days, and Total Protection for 90 days. So very, very minimum. And if she did that and she paid for it, it would have been on the high side. 246 Pep Up is 150, so 750, and then Total Protection is 39. So let's just say around $800 over a 3-month period of time. Break that down. Now you may say, oh, holy cow, that's a lot. But let me tell you the text messages I got from her on how incredible she felt about herself and about her skin just by doing that minimum amount. And really where you can see it, hopefully you guys can see this, but is around her eyes. You can see definitely an improvement in her crow's feet. Look through here. It didn't take it away. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to get the skin in healthier, better shape. Let me look at it. But really it's around, I didn't do any Botox. This almost looks like a Botox result to me, but I didn't do any Botox. And she's actually more tan here because this was later on in the season. This was, February, March, and that was later. So you can tell she has some sun damage there. So this is a pretty neat picture in my opinion because it's such a minimal amount of services and products that she had such great change. This is Kathy, and there's lots of YouTube videos about, Kathy's been on my live show a million times, and so what I love about Kathy's story is she drove by here a million times, and she said, I didn't think I could afford it. And in the videos, and what she said to me 1,000,001 times is she says, listen, I now know that I'm actually saving money because I'm getting quality products. So this picture this is the same day. This is before, and this is with even up on. And I do think she has some lips and the mascara, you know, the color signs, the sort of little makeover. But this is the difference that Even Up can make with your skin. It evens it all out, it covers it, it's instant gratification. But long term, it treats the brown spots. So she's another one that says, I can go out of the house without my makeup on and feel very comfortable about it. But the main takeaway, well, two main takeaways. One takeaway is that she didn't think she could afford to do anything here. She is probably one of our best color science patients. You know, I don't think she does a whole lot of treatment. She maybe diamond glows, I don't know. And by the way, I'm allowed to talk about all these people on here, so not sharing anybody else's secrets, only the ones I'm allowed to. But her skin has completely changed with product alone. But the second takeaway is that she has a young teenage daughter, and she's teaching her. And that's what makes me so happy, because it's about prevention, it's about protection, and then eventually if we don't get on it fast enough, then we have to correct. So let's see what else we have. Oh, we talked to Ultherapy earlier about the brow lift. So these are my eyes, and you can see right here and right here the difference in the lift that I have. So you can see a lot more of my upper eyelid. And sometimes, you know, when you're not used to looking at these, you can't see it as well. That's why I try to point it out. We talked about that one. We talked about the pearl, and the pearl is the most downtime you would have, but you get the best results. And I showed you Tracy's photos earlier. So this will either really scare you or really want you to do it. But this is Maureen, and she was nice enough to take pictures every day of the after her pearl. So you definitely have 7 to 10 days of downtime, but it's a one and done, people. And you get it out of the way, and you don't have to come in here 1,000,001 times. So you can see, I love it how she starts smiling even more and more. And she has no makeup on here, but she's smiling because she's so happy with her results. Let's see, anything, Coolsculpting. I saw that you had a Coolsculpting photo. This is one of my favorites. And this is an abdomen. Do you remember exactly? Like, she did upper and lower, and I can't remember exactly how many, two treatments. 2 sessions, upper, 2 sessions lower. So that's pretty incredible. I don't want to put this out there that every single person gets this amazing of results, but we do see great results. These are pretty incredible. So that's great. Hit me Drew, please. Here's my little, oh, you know what? This is the backwards. No, that's right. No, yes it is. Sorry. One of them was backwards. I think I threw it away. Anyway, does that look right? Before and after? Okay, good. So this is my little Drew, who's now, I think, 19. So he's not so little anymore, but he's friends with my son. So he's part of my family. And he ran cross country. And so he has a little bit of sun here, which he got in big trouble for not using his sunscreen as well. But you can clearly see he has some acne, and it's cleared up nicely. He did some Hydrafacial and some laser genesis. He was, you know, the young boys, they're a little hard to get in here to get their treatments, but he did some of our supplements as well. And I think the retinol, so just a little bit of product, but very nice results. This was just 3 months again, so, and I think only a total of 4 treatments over that time frame. So you can see some nice change there. What else you got? Oh yeah, let's do Botox, because we didn't do face Botox. Here's a before and after of Botox glabella, and it's pretty impressive. So she's young. I can't remember how old she is now, but she's young, and she just wanted to feel better. So we did a little Botox there. Her story is pretty funny because she was terrified of needles, and everybody's so afraid of needles, myself included. I know that sounds crazy, but 99.9% of my patients say, oh, that was it after the treatment. So it really doesn't hurt. And that story, I believe, is in the book too. She also was on some of the skincare and was very happy with the way she looked. And then this is Julie. And Julie, you know, it's not this super impressive change, but she didn't want a super change. So she had filler in her cheeks, and you can see right here and right here how it just is softer. You can also see under her chin, that's just filler in her cheeks, and this whole area is softer too. So when I go through photos with patients, I mean, she just looks refreshed here. But when I go through photos with patients, you know, you want to see the change, but you don't necessarily want to go, woo, look at that change. So she was thrilled with this. I think we did a little lips too. So there's very soft and subtle. She said when she went back into her job, people said, oh, you just look rested. You just look better. And she's, you know, she had a lot going on, which again, her story is in the book too. And that made her feel so good because she was very stressed and not rested at all. So those are some of the great before and after photos. Oh, the book's under here. And this is the book. And really, the book is about healthy aging, about making you feel better about yourself, because we all tend to beat ourselves up and we all tend to get very stressed out and don't take as good a care as we could and should. So I say all of this a million times a day, and that's why I wanted to put it into a book form. The best compliment I had was my sister read it, who obviously knows me very well, and she said, I felt uplifted. I felt really good and motivated to take care of myself, and that's what this is all about. So all the pictures I showed, their stories are in here, and this was a labor of love, and I love that it's done now, and I love that I can be a sounding board for people when patients come in my office. I'm almost always behind because I'm having a conversation. They're part of my family. I want people to feel comfortable here, be part of that family. And you know, sometimes we sit and talk about their crazy kids, sometimes we talk about a death in the family, and it's their safe space. And that's what aesthetics is about. It's about giving you that safe space, teaching you what you need to do, the skills that you need to take care of yourself. And it starts from birth. So we have to teach our children how to take care of our skin. So am I missing anything, girls? I mean, I think we gave a pretty good overview, and if you click on our website, and obviously we'll put it in here too, you can get the member pricing if you're not. If you have questions, please come in. Don't like just buy something to buy something because you're not sure what you need. We want to talk to you. We want to give you a treatment plan. So our number to call is 618-288-9117. And again, we'll put that in the little paragraph. I'm so, you know, Facebook and Instagram, Sammy, I don't know. Put it somewhere for you and you can find it, and then give us a call. And if you have any questions, like I said, my team is the best and they can answer anything, and then they'll get you in and go through treatment planning with you. So thanks for spending a few hours with us. Have a great day.